Welcome to Stats and Facts, where we have all the stats.
And we have all the facts.
I go by DJG94.
And I go by one.
We got us a special guest in the house. He go by the name of Matt Craig. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Thank y'all for having me on here. How y'all boys doing?
We
So,
straight, bro.
doing good, man.
I'm just glad to be on. I've been watching y'all for a minute now.
All right,
I
what's up?
appreciate you, man. For those that don't know, man, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Obviously, we know you also got a fire podcast too, man. Tell the people a little bit about your podcast.
Oh yeah, man. My podcast. I got two actually. I got one. I'm gonna let you finish podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you finish podcast. Say it again. I do it with my two fraternity brothers, Jordan and Will. We talk about a lot of just different things, man, as far as what's going on in the world, culture-wise. Like our last episode we did, y'all probably seen it, was when the old dude cussed them young ladies out at the restaurant for twerking in their restaurant. So
Yeah.
we just did one on that one. And so we just talk about everything, man. We talk about childhood traumas, how it affect your everyday life, because some people don't realize how important that can affect you when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship things. And I also got a sports podcast. That's my main love. As far as sports, it's called Open Stride Podcast, and that one is strictly sports, man. I got my next episode coming out on that one next week. We're doing like a NBA prediction and an NFL prediction as far as NFL awards. So yeah, man, it's
Okay.
a podcast world is a fun world, man. It's just it's something I never thought I'd be doing, but I'm a comm major, so that's not nothing they really teach us in school. But once you get going, like y'all do, and like you just get making episode, you just get going, and it's just something you just enjoy doing after a while.
Yeah. Do you remember your of course you probably remember, but like what was your first episode? Like do you remember the feeling from it? Like the mindset going into it, creating it?
It was like a sense of relief, because I had because honestly I was on the phone with one of my brothers. We were just talking, and I was like, man, what if we start a podcast? And he was like, I'm down. And I was like, we should get Jordan down with us. Hit him up. He like, oh yeah, I'm down. So we talked about it, and it's like as soon as the idea came with all three, we just all hit the ground running. It's like it wasn't no thinking about it. We just hit the ground running and jumped right into the first episode. And man, when we did the first episode, it was just like a sense of accomplishment. Like you did something, man. It felt good, honestly.
Yeah.
And it feels good to keep going, because I know a lot of time I see people do stuff and they do a big hoopla for the first one, but they just stop after that. So we just wrapping up season one of our first season. So
Yeah.
it's been good,
That's
man.
that's dope, man. And DJ, I'm gonna let you get to your question too, but I wanted to ask Matt, man, because I know for me, bro, going into the podcast, it was something I wanted to do, but I was like, when it came time to doing it, and then after doing the first episode, I was like, okay, it's not like you just getting on here and talking. Like you gotta be prepared, you gotta structure it a certain way. You know what I mean? So it's more than just getting on that mic and just talking. So, you know what I mean? I wanted to get your thoughts on that, because it was like, for me, it was like I was nervous going into it. And then when
Yeah,
I done it, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. I rock with it. So
yeah,
that was my whole mentality and my
yeah.
experience doing it.
It's
Yeah.
saying like it was like, honestly, man, me, like one thing I was thinking about was like, what's people gonna mess with it? Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes it like people be like, it don't matter. Like I'm gonna just do me. And in a way, it's like that. But at the end of the day, you still want to be heard. Like you don't want to sit there and record it. Like you said, prep for it, record it, edit it, do all that to put it out, and nobody even listen. Like I know you may be doing it for yourself, but you still want some kind of, even if it's one or two, you still want somebody to listen. And that's one thing that I, just before I did this, that I was nervous about in my past. I was always worried about, was people gonna mess with me or not, what's mess with my content or not. And after I got over that, it's like you just got to do it, and whoever mess with it, go mess with you. Like that's you got to get past that mindset of worry about, I shouldn't do it because ain't nobody gonna mess with me. You got to just be like, man, I'm just gonna put it out there, and the right people go find it. And
Yeah.
and that's something that I had to get over as far as like just putting stuff out. Like, cause like I said, my Open Stride podcast, I started that one before I'm gonna let you finish, and that I'm gonna let you finish got way more episodes. It's cause I was like before I first started Open Stride, I was worried about was people gonna mess with it or not. Like I got an IG for it. I've been posting on that for a minute, but I've been wanting to do episodes, and I would just worry about the public perspective. But now that I just got going, it just made me more hungry to want to keep going and keep going now.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's definitely dope, bro. Appreciate your insight on that, man.
Yeah, seeing once you did your first episode, how you feel like you got out of it what you wanted to, doing it now and where you are now?
Yeah, so for me, I got this other one that I do called Progression Podcast. And I kind of talk about just like mental health, stuff like that, and just different things dealing with just life, period. And then of course we doing the stats and facts. Stats and facts, I feel like it was like an easier process because with me and DJ, I guess it just made it a little bit smoother since we just shooting the talk, you know what I mean, on camera.
Yeah.
But like when it was just me, oh my God, bro, I was just like, it's like the first one with like it was just so nerve-wracking, but like once I got past like a few minutes of talking, I kind of felt myself like getting comfortable. And then as the episodes went on, like you say, you kind of figure out where you want to go with it, like
Yeah.
what you trying to get across. And then after you start figuring that out, it becomes easier. So like I'm on like my 10th episode of that one. So yeah, it's definitely been easier, but yeah,
Yeah,
at
I
first,
promise.
at
Same,
first,
the same boat on everything. It's
yeah.
like it's different doing it when you just by yourself. I don't know why. It's just when you just by yourself and just talking by yourself, it's just different. Then when you win somebody, you can just feed off them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why this one been so like this one right here just been like we got the 10 episodes seem like just like that. But
yeah.
the one I do myself, bro, is just like nah.
Facts,
It's like I gotta keep going.
facts, facts.
But yeah, DJ, I know you got some questions for bro.
Talk about your background real quick, Mac. Tell us about yourself.
For sure, man. Well, I'm from Shreveport, Shreveport, Louisiana. Born in Shreveport, moved to Houston, and that's how I became a Houston fan overall. Houston everything, man. Houston Rockets, Houston Texas, Houston Astros, Houston soccer team, like
Mhm.
wherever. That WNBA, anything, man. Houston all the way. So
Yeah.
I moved to Houston, and I kind of grew up in Houston, and I just became overall. I just fell in love with the city, man. Even though I wasn't there, even though I've been in Louisiana longer, I just fell in love with the city of Houston. I moved there when I was in 6th grade, and I stayed there all the way to my junior year in high school. After that, I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, with my dad, and I lived in Phoenix for 2 years, my junior year and my senior year. Then, man, after my junior year, after I graduated in Phoenix, man, I came back to Shreveport. My mom never left Shreveport after, even though I was moving around a lot with my dad. My mom never left Shreveport, and my dad still lived in Phoenix. But I came back to Shreveport. My mom, I was down here for a little while, just chill. wasn't working. I mean, well, I was working, but I wasn't in school. Then I was just like, man, I just want to do more of myself. So I don't want to just go to work. I was working like a call center. I was like, I want to do more than just go to work. So I started going to school down in Shreveport, in Bossier, actually, Bipsy. Started, then I was like, what I want to go to school for? I was like, man, like I literally sit around and talk sports with people all day anyway. Like, and I feel like I was just knowledgeable on it. I've been doing it since I was like in middle school, just talking sports, talking stuff. And I said, man, why don't you just go to school to be like Stephen A? That was how I was looking like. You can be like Stephen A. So I was like, let me just go to school and get my degree in communications. And I ended up working on a couple student ran TV shows at Bipsy. Graduated from Bipsy. Then my next stop was either I was going to Grambling or NSU, and I ended up choosing NSU. Barely, so I ended up in NSU, and I fell in love when I got there, man. As soon as I got there, my first semester there, I hopped on the NSU News TV, and I started doing the weather, man. I was the weatherman, man. I was crazy. I was and the weatherman, man. You don't get no teleprompter, nothing. They just send you up there and be like, "Tell us what's going on." You just got to read the map. So I was doing that. I did that for a year and a half. Then while I was at NSU, man, I joined a fraternity, Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, man. That's really my first big organization I ever joined.
Mhm.
Yep.
And after I did that, man, I joined NABJ. That's the second big organization I joined, and that's a National Association for Black Journalists. And I'm still active in both. And that's just I met a lot. I met a lot of people through that, man. It's just a lot of people that's in your field that want to do what you want to do too. And what I noticed, just from my perspective, and I'm not trying to talk down on no generation, but it just seemed like our generation want to see everybody win more so than older generations before us. Like it seemed like we all feel like we all can make it to the top. It's not just one spot from nobody, man. It's like 100 spots for all us to get up there. And I feel like everybody want to make sure everybody get. And I learned that at NABJ, man. I met a lot of people that's when I was coming up, a lot of older people was like, "Hey, man, it's cutthroat. You just got to get in where you can get in. They killers, yada yada." But once I got in and started meeting people, I was meeting people that was putting me on and giving me opportunities just for trying. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a message I want to send to everybody, man. It's like it's more than enough money, fame, accolades, awards, whatever it is you want. It's more than enough out there for everybody to get, man. You don't gotta take down the next man because you feel like he taking out of your pocket or she taking out of your pocket. If all three of us right now had $50 million, man, we wouldn't break the market. It'd be still more out there for us to get. So I went to NSU, man. Like I said, I crossed as an Alpha. I started doing news there. I started doing radio. Had a radio show there, and then I graduated in fall 2018. And now I still work at NSU now in a recruiting office, man. And I write for the local paper, Natchitoches Times. I write the sports columns. I cover the local high school sports, and I still have a radio show here in Natchitoches. So that's who I am now.
That's dope.
Tell us about more about you joining a fraternity. What made you want to try that out?
Man, I was what I did. I went to Bipsy, right? Started at Bipsy. Met this man named Hasim Jones, and he was Alpha. I didn't know anything about Greek life. I'm gonna be honest. When I was living in Phoenix, that was like never talked about. As soon as I moved down to Shreveport, people kind of mentioned it to me. They're like, "Man, you look like this or you look like that," and I was like, "I never heard of any of that." So it started coming up to me, and I started hearing them more. Met a man named Hasim Jones. He was an Alpha. He was just like, "Hey, man, my Alpha, yada, yada, yada." I was like, "Y'all don't really know much about it, but I'll look into it." He was like, cool. He kind of went about it like, I'm not never going to force you to join. I tell you got to join. But I'm going to give you information. If you like it and you mess with it, cool. But if you like something else, that's even cool. Like, I'm not here to say you got to do this and that's it. I'm here to give you what I got. And if you like us, cool, come on over. If you don't, do what you want to do. It's never forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. Met him, and he kind of directed me towards NSU as well. He graduated from NSU and we crossed the same chapter. Met him, man. He kind of helped me get at NSU. He helped me. He introduced me to some people down there at NSU. The first people I met down there were Alphas, man, and they kind of just helped me around. Then when that time came for me to join, I just felt like that was the best decision for me. So I joined them, became Alpha, crossed fall 17, a year before I graduated. With nine other brothers, it was 10 total, and we've been to the school for been on 3 years now. So, and ever since then, man, they've been wonderful, man. I met a lot of good, just like I said in NABJ, I just met a lot of good people, a lot of good people that's willing to help you, do anything they can for you, man. Make sure you shine in whatever field you want to be in. They're to live in heaven like me. One of the things I started at NSU, I speak at NABJ, just to give a shout out to that one more time. I started a chapter at NSU, an NABJ chapter at NSU for students like us that do media. So I started a chapter at NSU for students to help them with graduating with degrees, not just to get their degree, but to have employment after they get their degree, internships and scholarships, and that's still there to this day. So anybody that may listen that goes to NSU and they want to get in that field, they have a chapter now in NSU. But yeah, man, just to speak on Alpha, one of the best decisions I've made in my life, and I appreciate everybody along the way that gave me any kind of light that helped me become the man I am today. And I continue to go. Like, I'm still young. I've only been there 3 years. There's people that have been there 50, 60 years. So I'm nowhere near old head, but I'm trying to get up there.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's definitely dope, bro. Man, I peeped you and DJ talking about sports, man. I seen the interview
Yeah,
he did with you a while ago, and y'all got some interesting takes on some things, man. So that's kind of what I wanted to get into too, man, with the sports. You want to get into basketball first or football? How y'all want to do it?
Let's get to what football first.
Football.
okay.
What you
Yeah.
got for us today, DJ, on the football?
Who you got winning tonight, man? Got the Cowboys and the Ravens.
I got the Cowboys.
Yeah, underrated, underachiever team.
Yeah, man. I feel like they talented and they just fumbling their bag right now. Like they came into the league, a lot of people picked them to win the division. Dak got hurt, and honestly, when Dak wasn't hurt, they was barely winning games. So, but Dak got hurt. That kind of derailed the season. They thought Andy Dalton was gonna step in and just fill right in for Dak, and they realized the team needed more help than just Dak. So, and now that they realizing that, I feel like they got the talent. But the only reason I feel like they win it tonight is because I feel like that division, every team in that division is making a push to go ahead and try to win it, even though it's weak. The NFC East, it's a weak
Yeah.
division, so I feel like the teams are trying to make a push. Like the Redskins just upset the Steelers. That was a good win. And right on top of that, the Giants upset the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the team's making a push to try to get in where they can get in and win that division. Because the way it's looking, you probably only need 6-7 games to win that division. You ain't got to be above 500.
That's crazy. That's the
You know,
crazy part.
It's crazy. Exactly. Never seen that. Like last time I see something like that was when Seattle won the division at 7-9 when they played the Saints in the second round, second or first round. They ended up beating the Saints.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was what 2013.
yeah, man, crazy. That's how bad this division is. So I got
That's horrible.
horrible.
We was just talking about that like a couple episodes ago. Like, bro, whoever comes out the NFC East is like, it's just gonna be horrible because that division just suck, man.
It sucked bad, man. I did not think it was like I said. I know a lot of people before the season picked the Cowboys. Like some people picked Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl. It's just when you look at them, they got all that talent, but it just don't. It's not adding up. And it's like I know everybody wanted Jason Garrett gone, but he at least kept them afloat. But like, cause right now they not looking good at all. So, the coach not looking good. The defense coordinator looking bad. So, but I still got. I feel like they're gonna make a push. And the only reason I say they're gonna make a push because I feel like the Ravens falling apart. Every week,
Yeah.
Lamar got something to say about the coaching staff about how they're not doing this right, how they're not doing that right. So I feel like they kind of unraveling right now. They got players that's injured on COVID list, and Lamar missed last week because of COVID. So I feel like and Mike Andrews, he was out. So I feel like they're unraveling right now.
What upset me about Baltimore though was a couple weeks ago. Did you see where Lamar came out and was like, pretty much everybody know our plays and all of this? I'm like, bro, at this point you that's expected though. Like you that guy now. People is gonna try to do everything to stop you. You gotta figure it out. Like you gotta turn into that beast that we know you are. Like you gotta figure it out. Yeah, bro. Like you gotta get in there and improvise.
Season Lamar.
Yeah, you remember that time when it was a Cam game and old boy called out Cam plays and he was like, "Oh, you been reading playbooks, huh? That's cute." He still scored a touchdown.
Still scored.
It's like that's how Lamar got to be like, they gonna know your plays because they watching you. But if you doing what you got to do, executing right, it's nothing they can do to stop you.
And they got the talent. Like that's another talented team that's supposed to be way better than they are right now. I mean, the injuries I can kind of understand that injuries. Then you got COVID and different things like that. But on top of that, man, they just came out this season not looking like the team we thought they were gonna be. So
exactly,
I don't know.
I just think the Cowboys go pull.
Who y'all Super Bowl predictions?
Super Bowl pick. I got
Yeah.
the Chiefs come out the AFC for sure. I got them winning the whole thing. No, I take it back. I don't got the Chiefs winning the whole thing. I got the Chiefs coming out the AFC, but I got Green Bay winning the whole thing. I think Aaron Rodgers will get one more before you get out of here. Yeah,
that's tough. That's
Green Bay,
Ooh.
Kansas City. Yeah, that's tough.
But see, I can't even get mad at that. I'm a Saints fan, so of course I'm gonna say we're gonna come out. But you picking the Packers, bro. They balling too right now.
I like before the season started, I picked the Saints. The only reason it got me nervous because I don't know what's up with Drew. Like I like this. I picked him before the season to make to the Super Bowl, but I just don't know what's up with Drew right now. So I don't know how long he gonna be out, or even if he coming back at all. That's what got me nervous about the Saints.
Yeah, I seen they just said next week, well, this upcoming Sunday he'll be eligible to get off the injury reserve. But at this point, bro, as a Saints fan, I'm like, man, I think we kind of honestly need to make a firm decision on what we're gonna do. Are we finna think post Breeze or what? Like, cause we keep, all right, we insert Breeze and then we go into the playoffs. The team all shaky because we got a quarterback come in and we take him out. And it's just like a whole lot going on. We gotta figure that out. It's like the playoffs is right around the corner. Like we need to figure something out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Mason ain't playing bad though for y'all. He not playing bad.
Yeah, I feel like our offensive line is trying to adjust to blocking for him though, because he's way different than Breeze.
Oh yeah.
More heavier.
Breeze gonna sit in that pocket. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Mason, he might get out there and try to run something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tim Tebow.
I like Saints talented though. Like overall talent. Like defense, finally got a good defense.
Finally
got a good defense. Offense is straight. Like if y'all had this defense with y'all offense back in 2012, 13, y'all probably go 16-0.
Oh my God. Especially with the Jimmy Graham days. Oh
yeah,
my God.
Jimmy Morgan, what's his name? Michael Colston.
Marcus Colston.
Yeah, man, them was some good days for y'all, boy.
For sure, man.
Yes,
so,
bro.
I know you. I'll say so. What you mentioned in the Chiefs, man? What do you picture them being a dynasty right now with how they looking, bro?
I think they can be one.
I think they can be.
Yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes is so good. Like it's unreal how good he is, and it's like you never see nothing like. I was just looking at a stat sheet that shows him and Aaron Rodgers' stats, and they like neck and neck right now for MVP. Like I think the only way that Patrick might beat him out is because his team might have a better record, and I think A-Rod may get like that we go get him one more before he get out of here vote. Like we go let's get him one more before he like it's a shame that he only got a couple like he got one MVP or two MVPs. Like let's get him one more before he get out of here. Yeah. And Patrick, may look at him like he gonna be around for the next 20 years. We can make it up to him later on. I feel like it's gonna be like that if it's close. If Patrick blow him out, it's no like it remind me when Patrick won his first one when Breeze had like a good year, and I was like they might give it to Breeze just to give him one before he get out. But Patrick had such a good year, they had to give. He had like 50 touchdowns, so they're like, dang, we got it. Even though we want Breeze to get it, we got to. Yeah, we got it. That's the only way I feel like Patrick will beat Aaron. But I feel like if it's close and their team records are close, I feel like A-Rod will get it. But as far as the dynasty, I feel like they're gonna be one, man. Honestly, they kind of remind me of the Rams when they was the greatest show on turf. When they made it to the Super Bowl and they beat Tennessee Titans by like 1 yard line. They made it the next year again, and they lost to the not the next year, the year after that, 2 years later, and they lost to the Patriots in an upset. The only thing different is they got Patrick Mahomes, and I feel like as long as he stay healthy, man, they live every year, yeah. And they locked him up for 10 years too. They live every year.
They got him.
Yeah, and as long as Andy Reid stay around, they'll be straight. They gonna start recycling players in and out, like, and Patrick just go put on the show every night, every day.
Do you see Kansas City like another New England, their system? Or you don't know?
Man, New England won 6. That's tough.
That's tough for real.
They won 6. That seems so impossible. I don't think they can have it again. Like they won 6 of them things, dog. Them boys, that's tough. If Patrick he said he wants 6 though. He said he want to get more than Brady. That's what he said.
What I'm saying though, and it's the way their team is structured, bro. That's why I asked the dynasty question, because I'm like, I see them just, bro, like the team is so good. My only concern is just perfecting that defensive side of the ball. Because there's some games where it's like, all right, bro, y'all can't be doing this if y'all gonna, you know what I mean? But the offense, I'm not even like the receiving core alone is just like, bro,
receiving core crazy.
Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm thinking. And then he make it look so easy out there, just throwing passes like he playing baseball or something. Like, bro.
Underhand, overhand, deep ball. Like that's why I said, as far as receiving course, I feel like they can. honestly, having Tyreek Hill make a lot of stuff look better though. He make a lot of receivers look good too. Having Tyreek, because he can bust the top open quick, and a lot of people you got to make sure he accounted for. And Travis Kelce up in the middle is hard to account for. He got 1,000 yards again. I think the first tight end to have 1,000 yards for 4 or 5 straight years. So he a dog too. Like they nice, man. They
Hey, Tyreek, the best receiver now to you, or still Watson? I mean Hopkins.
yeah, I got Hop. You already know that.
Ah,
I got
boy.
You take Hop?
yeah, I gotta take out. Even though he gone, I gotta take him. I like his overall size over Tyreek. Me personally, just me. I never been a fan of the speedy small receivers. I never liked them. Yeah.
Never liked him.
Never liked them. Never
Damn.
the shine when they had the shine. Antonio Brown breaking all them records. I never been a fan of when I rank them, I'll rank them accordingly. I'm not gonna disrespect them just because they're small. But when I come to like what I prefer, I'm prefer a receiver that's at least 6'2", at least 6'2". Yeah.
Why you because of the clutch plays? Like the short dudes allow their speed, but 6'2" they can just stick and move and go get it.
Yeah, I feel like they get more 50-50 balls and 6'2" guys. You can just put it up there and they go make a play on the ball. The guys that's at least tall. Like Antonio Brown, somebody that kind of defied those odds though, because he was breaking records and he like 5'10". He was getting 1,500 yards a season, getting 10 touchdowns easily a season. Like he's somebody to define those odds. And Tyreek get over the top quick and he putting up crazy. I think he lead the league in yards right now. Like he just fast, but like if you was to ask me what I prefer, I prefer the Hopkins, the Julio Jones,
Mike Thomas.
the Mike Thomas. Yeah, like I prefer them. Like even Mike Thomas can't really beat you over the top, but I just prefer that type. I prefer
footwork. He got footwork.
He got footwork. Yeah. Like Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, he had crazy
footwork.
Yeah, he had crazy footwork. Yeah,
They finesse.
T.O. like receivers like that, like the best receiver I ever seen talent wise was Calvin Johnson. Straight talent. He had
Megatron.
He had everything, man.
Just throw it in his way.
Man, I'm telling you, catch radius was out this world. He was 6'6". He could run. He can beat you over the top. He'll come across the middle. He was just amazing. He the best one I ever seen. Talent wise. The best receiver I ever seen probably was Randy Owens.
Yeah.
Randy Moss. Randy Moss.
Not Randy Owens. All right, so them the top two I seen good, like Randy Moss and T.O. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, T.O. Yeah, he right there. He number 3. I got Calvin, Randy, then T.O. That's the best talent wise I ever seen. Like I thought what's name was go past all of them up. Odell, but he kind of fell off.
He hurt. Yeah, he stayed hurt. That's all.
Yeah,
if he get the right quarterback and stay healthy, I can see him have a breakout year.
Like talent wise, Odell was like something like a lot of people. Like he was just crazy. Like he just did some stuff you never seen before in your life. He was just different.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, I definitely agree, man.
But he can't stay healthy, and everywhere he go, he lose. So.
Yep. Giants to Browns.
Yeah, and they winning without him. So.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's crazy.
NBA talks.
Yeah, NBA. So Matt, tell everybody who your favorite team and who you and who your favorite player.
Come on, man. Let's get this straight. Let's get this right first. My favorite player all time is Allen Iverson off the. Anytime we talking about all time favorites, it's Allen Iverson off the. My second favorite player all time is Carmelo Anthony. So Melo is still playing in the NBA. So he's still my favorite player until the day he retires. Melo. That's why even AI was my favorite player, even when he played them 2 games in Memphis. Like them, just my favorite players all time. My favorite team, however, is Houston Rockets. So Harden is my favorite player on the Rockets. If Harden was to lead the Rockets, I can't say I'm still follow him wherever he go because I like him because he plays for Houston. That's just my thing with Harden. So I'm going to go hard for Harden because he plays for Houston. But, like, if he was to go play for Philly, I'm going to still cheer for him. But I probably wouldn't go as hard for him like I did previously, like these last couple of years. I'd be going hard for Harden. I ain't going to lie because I feel like he get disrespected too much. So I got to come to his defense.
He got a history of not, getting over the hump. That's why he get disrespected.
No, he get disrespected because people expect more out of him than what they should. That's what happened.
Yeah,
it's crazy the expectations they put on this man. Like nobody can beat Golden State, but they get mad at Harden for losing to Golden State. It's crazy. He has had some years where he choked. That year he choked against the Spurs, that was bad. I was pissed off that year. Yeah, the year. Yeah, that was a bad year. He kind of choked when he was at OKC that first year. He said he was overwhelmed. He said it himself. He said it was more than what he would bargain for. Just that playoff intensity going against LeBron James at all people, and you got Wade beating up against you like them some ballers, them some legends. Like you got to come with it. And he was like 22, 23 years old. He was still on his rookie contract.
21, going on 22, yeah.
Yeah, he was young. So
Harden is that guy to me, man. Like he that guy, and I besides them 2 moments that you mentioned, bro, he really haven't failed like that. It's just like people, like you say, the Warriors, man, that's a hard team to defeat, bro. Like, especially when you had just him and Chris Paul, like, yeah, they had a chance to beat them, but at the same time, I can let that one slide. But other than that, man, it ain't like he been on a team with 2 other just superstars.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly, that'd be my main thing. It's like I understand he lose, but he losing. He out there before he got Chris Paul, he was out there by himself losing. He going against teams he going against the Spurs. They got pop off dump. That's an advantage with his whole stack squad. Golden State, he going against teams that got players, and people still expect him to just overcome that by himself and win. Like it's like he losing the teams he's supposed to lose to. He just so talented. He put himself in position to win, and when he don't exceed your expectations, you call him. You say a choke artist. It's like nobody was beating Golden State. Nobody was touching Golden State with KD. Nobody. Huh?
That's how you look at Harden can't get over the hump like LeBron. Lost in the finals. Like he gave it his all. He just needed his team behind him.
Yeah, you gotta have like if he was squadded up like Curry was squadded up against Golden State, I got Harden. I take like if they teams was equally matched, Golden State and Houston, I take Harden over Curry. Just me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just me though. Like
I hope he go to Philly. Yeah, I hope he go to Philly. Let's see what the excuse gonna be then.
Yeah, I'd rather him go to Philly. Only reason I want him to go to Philly because I want Ben Simmons though. I'm just being honest.
Of course, I agree. You got a swap for a swap.
Yeah, I want Ben Simmons. Like I feel like Brooklyn can't. I don't care to get Caris LeVert and Dinwiddie. Like I want Ben Simmons. Like that's the only reason I'd rather him go to Philly. Like that's the only place I can see that's gonna give us somebody that I really just want. And I like Ben. And Ben Simmons just signed his contract, so he ain't going nowhere. So.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, got John Wall for 2 more years as well. All right, let's get it to the your top 5 of all time, real quick.
Ooh, okay. Let me see what we're doing.
Top 5.
Okay, you put me on the spot. I didn't know you gonna do this. Okay, let me see.
Top 5.
I got King James, number 1. I got Jordan. I got Magic.
Okay.
I got it's either let me see. Them my 3 off done.
2 more?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What you say?
You got 2 more, come on.
Yeah, I got 2 more.
2 more.
I know I got Kobe 5. I'm trying to think of who my 4th spot it's gonna be. It's either I got Kobe 5. I'm gonna give my 4th spot to Bird, Magic Bird, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
No big, I'm shocked.
Yeah, Shaq my favorite big all the time. I put him over every big all the time. Shaq. Yeah, I got Shaq. Shaq my 6th spot though. Shaq in there like if you want me like I got like after that I got like Shaq, I got Russell, I got Kareem in there. I got Kareem before Shaq, even though a lot of people would put Shaq above Kareem, and I'm not disagreeing with that. It's just what I like. I just like Shaq more than Kareem. But if you put Kareem above Shaq, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. That man, he got everything. Like he should be considered in the GOAT conversation. But just my preference, I like Shaq. That's just me. Yeah. That's my 5 though.
Nah, for real. That's a good 5 though. What's your top 5, DJ?
What? Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, and Magic.
See, I can never go wrong with those top 5s. I think with me, of course I got LeBron, I got KD in mine, I got Kobe, I got Shaq, and then let me see, big man wise, man. Well, I got Shaq, of course, but I want to go with another big man. It's kind of hard. I might go with Kareem.
Shaq the best power forward. He the best center all time to me. And
dominant man.
Tim the best power forward all time to me.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan slipped on the time. I'm surprised you got KD that high though. No lie, I'm surprised. I was surprised to hear KD.
I got KD,
I'm
man.
surprised too.
I feel like he got. I know he got a little bit more work to do, but I feel like KD is gonna be, for sure up there with them guys, man.
Yeah, KD.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the music real quick because I gotta hear this. Go on, man.
What's the question? Let me know. What's up?
Oh my God, you know what I'm about to ask you.
What's you about to ask?
Who you said is the best artist and producer of all time? And both.
Come on, man. I said the greatest rap artist. Understand what I'm saying? Greatest rap artist of all time is Kanye West.
Wow,
man, why you laughing like that, man? It sounds.
Oh,
Are you confident in that answer, sir?
are you confident?
Man, I'm laughing because I know how DJ feel about this. Like we had this debate before. Like, man, I'm dead serious. Like, yay.
Wow, my head.
All right, listen though. Listen
My
to this.
big forehead is hurting. The forehead part.
Listen. So look at it like this. We were just talking about football.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. If you look at them two, they probably the best throwers of the ball we ever seen. Neither one of them are the GOAT. The GOAT is Tom Brady. Why is he the GOAT? He's the most accomplished. He got longevity. He wins the most. And that's why he's the GOAT. Talent-wise, Kanye West is probably not the most talented rapper because he probably I'm not gonna say probably. He probably got people that write with him or write for him. The greatest artist, period, all time, in my opinion, is Michael Jackson. That's a perfect example, though. That kind of segues what I'm saying. Mike, not the best singer all time, in my opinion. The best pure singer all time, the best pure singer all time, period, is Whitney Houston. Like, she got everybody beat, in my opinion. Best male singer.
Vocals, yes, I give you that. Vocals, yes. Whitney Houston, I ain't never heard nobody sing as perfect as Whitney Houston. I'm giving you that. Vocals, yes.
Okay,
Right.
But she's not the greatest artist of all time. That's my point. Mike is the greatest artist of all time. Just for everything he achieved, his accomplishments, his awards, his accolades, everything. Like, Mike is the greatest. That's how I feel about Kanye. Kanye not the best pure rapper all time. He's not the best pure rapper all time. We were just talking about Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes probably the best throwers of the ball all time. Like, they probably can throw the ball better than anybody that ever threw the ball in NFL history. But Tom Brady the GOAT. Why is he the GOAT? Because of his awards. He got 6 rings. He got this many MVPs. He got this many championships. He got so much that in longevity. So when you look back, you be like, man, he got all that. He got to be the GOAT. That's how I feel about Kanye. Kanye not the best pure rapper all the time. No, it's better pure rappers out there than him. It's people out there that write all their lyrics. Like, you got people out there like Pusha T. Write all his lyrics. Like Lil Wayne. Freestyle off the top of the head. Like, those people are like the purest, most talented wise rappers. Like, Wayne may be the most talented rapper all the time. Like, off them. But artists?
Yeah,
just
it's different.
Artists?
Yeah.
It's Kanye West. I gotta give it to Kanye, man. I gotta get
So,
like Kanye. He got everything. Like, and just to add on to everything, he still can rap. Don't think he just out here just making a little music. He can still give anybody a run for their money when it comes to just straight rapping. He's a good rapper now.
So
like,
my thing when people say who their favorite artists are or like who is the greatest to them, is all subjective, and it's all about how that artist made you feel. Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, when you say Kanye, like, was it his impact on you, bro? Like, with just the music, or like in general, like what was Kanye to you growing up?
I'm gonna put it like this. Like, so when I was coming up, high school and stuff, when Kanye first came out and stuff, Kanye didn't just catch my attention when he dropped College Dropout. When he came out with College Dropout, I wasn't like, oh, who is that? Like, like originally early on, my actual favorite before I really just started tuning into like music, my favorite rapper was Ludacris, man. Like, no lie, favorite rapper was Ludacris, and I just been a fan of Ludacris. And as I got older, I started just like listening to music a little bit more, and then as I got like a teenager in middle school, my favorite rapper became Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne dropped Dedication 2, and I just thought that was like the best thing I ever heard in my life. I was just like, dog. He dropped Dedication 2, and then he looped back around and gave us Drought 3, and I was just like, Who is this? Like, who is this man? Like,
Dude, not human.
yeah, I was just like, what's going on? Like, he's not playing with us. Then he just kept coming with more and more. And it's like that mixtape era that he kind of like birthed. Not saying he started mixtape, but he kind of made it hot at that moment where everybody would start putting out mixtapes, and it was just like everybody was just hopping on other people's beats, and it's like you was scared to put out your music, and if it wasn't heat, somebody was just gonna steal it and get on top of it, and make it look better than what you did, and that was everybody's fear back in that time. So, but then as I got like in high school, I started kind of just really just listening to it and seeing who I connected with more, and like Kanye personality overall at that time back then. I feel like I connected with him more, like his sense into like fashion, like his sense into like confidence. His like he said stuff like one time he said I make music for people who that are confident. Like my music is meant for you to be your 100% you and live out your 100% dream. And I just feel like I related to stuff like that. Like he got a lot of speeches like that. And like overall, like I feel like I just start connected with him as a person, as far as like, because you never know these artists personally, because we just know what they give us. So he could be completely behind the scenes, like just what he gave us. I feel like I connected with him more, and he kind of passed up like Wayne's and all those to me, and he just kept putting out music. And by the time he put out Graduation, that's when he became my favorite artist, man. Like he became my favorite rapper. Like he was when he put out Graduation, and I heard the Good Life. I was
That's one of the greatest songs ever.
Exactly.
Music, period. Like not even just rap.
Exactly.
The great, that's a Michael Jackson sample, right?
Yes, slightly, and somewhere in there, like when he did a couple parts in that Michael Jackson sample. Yeah, you're right. Pretty young thing. Yeah, pretty young thing. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, and that's how he became my favorite. And ever since then, I just been riding for him. But I feel like he stayed consistent. Like a lot of artists, in my opinion, they don't stay consistent on top. Like you rarely can name an artist that stayed. Like look at Beyonce, man. She been like one of the hottest female, period. One of the hottest performance area ever for like what 3 decades now, almost 3 decades. Like Beyonce, like since that's what I'm saying. Like, and Kanye been like I said, I was listening to Kanye when I was in middle school. He's still relevant. I graduated college. He's still relevant. Like, and he's not relevant for no like that craziness of him running for president. Like one thing, let me get this out the way. Me personally, I can separate greatness from their art. Great art,
personal to their talent.
Like so I can sit in one sitting and be like, Kanye's tripping for running for president. He's tripping for how he speaks to some black women. He's tripping for saying like I'm totally against that. And I can also turn around and be like, I love his music though. Like I can do that. I know some people that can be like, because he's tripping doing that, I can't support nothing he do. And me personally, I'm completely okay with you doing that. Like for people, somebody to be like, R. Kelly, for what R. Kelly did, I can never listen to any R. Kelly song. And I'm gonna be like, I completely understand that. But me personally, I can still listen. I can separate it. Like it's certain stuff.
Separate it. There you go.
Yeah. It's certain stuff that
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly the GOAT R&B to me. That's just my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. But it's certain stuff that people do that I draw the line there. Like if Kanye was a murderer, or Kanye was a known rapist, like certain like stuff like that, I draw the line. Like okay, cool. I can't support that. Like if he was stuff like that, cool. But certain stuff I can draw the line at and I can separate it. Like Kanye talking crazy and doing all his antics that he do and talking about running for president, I can be like, all right, yeah, he tripping, but I'm gonna go listen to some of his music anyway, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of tripping, hold on. You said tripping. You also said something that I'm gonna let you finish podcast where you said Drake was overrated. That's from.
Oh yeah.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah.
Drake that's so disrespectful. No,
you feel Drake is overrated?
Oh yeah, you before I get to going, you a Drake fan?
I rock with Drake.
I rock with Drake, but I'm not.
Y'all didn't tell me who y'all favorite artists were though.
I know. Well, of all time, I'm gonna say Tupac and Lil Wayne. You know.
Okay.
90s is my favorite era, and this era to me, Wayne is the GOAT. Let's just get that out.
Both of them are top 5. Both of them are top 5 all time. So I it's not nothing I disagree with. Both of them are my top 5. Like my top 5 all time is Kanye, J. Cole, 3 Stacks, Lil Wayne, and Tupac. All time favorite.
All right.
See, my
What
five,
about you?
my current five is Kendrick. I got Kendrick Cole. I got Drake. I got Meek, and then I got. It's kind of like a toss up between Big Crit and Big Sean. That's
Yeah.
like current. Of
But
course,
yeah,
Current.
I got it same way. I got a different current and different all time. I'm the same way.
yeah. Like we talking like old school eras and stuff like that. Of course, I gotta go Pac number one, and then
Yeah.
after that, it's kind of like, cause it was hard, but like it was hard for me to really just name them, cause back then it was totally different. I wasn't able to really just take in the music like with today. Like today, we actually growing with the music. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
so back then, I just go Pac.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm not opposed to like to the names that you're naming though. I do want to hear your take on you saying Drake overrated though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let me break this down.
I need to hear this.
Let me break this down. So, to me, Drake is the Tom Brady of rap,
Mhm.
and let me explain why. Tom Brady, like I just said, he's the GOAT. I'm not going to dispute he's the GOAT. Tom Brady is not the most talented quarterback of all time. He's not the most athletic quarterback of all time. But he did what he had to do to get the GOAT title. He has that. That's locked, sealed, and delivered. Unless somebody come around like Patrick Mahomes and take it from him, he has that right now. And that we won't know that from another decade from now. So he has that for at least the next decade. So, in my opinion, Tom Brady was set up in the perfect position to become the GOAT. What I mean by that is, if Drew Brees got drafted by the Patriots and he came up with Belichick, I feel like Drew Brees would be the GOAT. If Philip Rivers was to come up and get drafted by the Patriots and go through the 20 years that he won with Bill Belichick, I feel like Philip Rivers could be the GOAT. So what I'm saying is, Tom Brady came up in the perfect position at the perfect time with the perfect coach, system, organization, and longevity. You got to give him credit. He worked hard to stay healthy. He worked hard to learn those plays.
Yeah.
He worked hard. Like, you can't take nothing. He's talented.
Mhm.
I'm not saying anybody could have went up there and won it. I'm saying somebody that has talent, like Drew Brees. Drew Brees is one of the best all time. Somebody with talent like Drew Brees could go there and do that. So what I'm saying by that is, Tom Brady got there. He got fortunate to be in that situation. Granted, he's the GOAT. He was the one that was chosen. He got that 20 years with Belichick in the Patriot organization with Robert Kraft. So he's the one that was chosen. He the one that got it. Like I said, I feel like Drew Brees could have did it. So that brings me to Drake. I feel like Drake. So when Tom Brady retires, you look back at all he did, and you be like, dang, he won 6 rings. He got this many MVPs. He broke this many records. He did this. You look back and be like, he got to be the GOAT. Like, we can't give it to nobody else but him. Who else can we give it to? He got to be it. So this was what I said about Drake. I feel like Drake is the Tom Brady of rap because I feel like Drake was put in the perfect position. He was talented.
Well, Drake is GOAT. Is that the case?
Exactly. That's my point. But I'm saying, though, Drake does not have the awards like Tom Brady has. But people want to say he's the GOAT for breaking, like, he breaks, like, most number one hits or something like that. Or he breaks, like, most, he'll have a longevity thing, like, he had 2 number one hits in 2 different decades. Like, he had a number one hit in 2000, a number one hit in 2010, and he may have a number one hit in 2020. So people be like, he's been around for 2 decades. He has to be the GOAT. Or he has this many number one hits or this many number one albums. So people look at him like, oh, he has to be the GOAT. But if you sit down and look at his actual awards, he doesn't have like the top awards like the Kanye's, like the Jay-Z's, like even Chance the Rapper got just as many Grammys as Drake.
So
Drake has 4. Drake.
Well, one thing about Grammys situation, they just pick who they want to win. Eminem will tell you that. So
Well,
I
you-
don't
the-
just
the-
give
the-
credit
the-
on awards stuff. Like
Eminem got 6.
I was about to say
I
that
know, but
the Grammys to
Macklemore-
me they go with the names, cause like we can go to the year where they gave it to Macklemore over Kendrick for Good
Yeah,
Kid, Mad City. It's like what are we talking about here?
you know
But
what I'm saying?
I mean, if we base it, so are you basing it off of the awards alone and not the music?
This is what I'm saying. I say Drake is overrated because I feel like people want to put him in a class with the Kanye's, with the Jay-Z's, with the Tupacs, with the Biggies. They want to put him in a class with them, with the Waynes. But I feel like he's not there with them, in my opinion. I feel like
Your
Drake
opinion.
this all my opinion.
Yeah, because I think Drake is better than Kanye. You want to get technical, bro.
I feel you. But look at this though. How many Drake albums do you think are better than Kanye albums, in your opinion? He got Take Care.
They to neck and neck. There's 2 and 2 in my opinion. I got the College Dropout and My Beautiful Twisted Fantasy, Dark Fantasy, whatever that was called. And then
Okay.
I got Drake Take Care. I got Drake. I told you. Thank Me Later. I didn't like Nothing Was the Same. I only like 3 songs.
Okay. So you like College Dropout and you like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. All right.
Yeah.
Boom. You didn't like Late Registration. You didn't like Graduation.
Graduation was great, but like you say, like Marinate, great album to me is when you don't have to skip buttons. Like if I gotta skip your album,
you ain't like Watch the Throne. You ain't like Watch
bro. No. Hold on. That was a kind of a group album. That was not a Kanye solo album.
He produced most songs.
Yeah, he did.
It doesn't matter. Check this out. I told you when we did that interview off my page. I told you that year, 2011, 2012, if Drake and Lil Wayne would have did an album, they would have killed Watch the Throne. Easy, by far.
But they obviously couldn't do what they had to do to get it together. So you got to give him credit for doing what he had to do to get it together.
That's a group album, bro. That's not a solo album. Come on, don't do that.
I'm just saying that album went #1.
That's like comparing Lauryn Hill solo album to the Fugees. Don't do that.
See, my thing is, bro, and I can't again because I know how you feel about Kanye with how you described it. So, I mean, my thing is with Drake, bro. I feel like, of course, I can't say Drake is the greatest in my opinion, but I feel like the way it's going, man. With everything the dude drops, it's just like, bro, like
he go get it. He go get it. That's my point.
Kanye can't do that, bro.
That's my point. Point. You just say my point. Like,
and if we talking about impact, like bro, impact, like Drake popped in the door 2009, and we in 2020, and bro still it's like bro can drop an album and it's like literally the world stops. Everybody is, bro. You heard the new Drake? You ain't heard the new, like, he got that effect. And then so you talk about the sound too, like of course people that rap and sung before, but when he did it, it just was like, bro, you ain't seen
everybody
songs.
That's my point. That's my point though. Like that's why I said he the Tom Brady of rap. Because when we look back, we gonna be like, dang, he got this many #1s. He got this many #1 albums. He got 2 #1 hits in 3 different decades. It's like they gonna look back and be like, who can we else get? We gotta give it to him. Like, who else can we give it to? Like, we gotta get. That's how I feel. But I feel like his like overall, I feel like he not to go. Like, I feel like he not even a go conversation to me. Like, in my opinion, Drake has what 6 studio albums. He has what? Thank Me Later. He has Take Care. He got Views. He got Nothing Was the Same. He got Scorpion. He probably got one more I'm missing.
But you got like More Life and all that in there too.
More Life. That's what I'm missing. More Life. He got More Life. He got 6. And if you want to count, I don't count What a Time to Be Alive. That was a mixtape. What'd you say?
If you're reading this one, they were saying that was like a mixtape, but
yeah, I count them as mixtapes. Like What a Time to Be Alive, and If You're Reading This Is Too Late, I count them 2 as mixtapes. But he got 6 full-blown studio albums. Out of his 6 full-blown studio albums, he has 1 classic, and that's Take Care. That's it.
See, I don't know though, cause see, with me, bro, like Views, people talk about the album like it wasn't good. That one, Nothing Was the Same. Like they slapped.
Nothing Was the Same. I think Nothing Was the Same was a classic. But my thing is, just how you said, people say people don't. When I be like, man, Drake got 2 off them. He got. I be like rank your top 5 Drake albums, and people put Nothing Was the Same like 3 or 4. I be like, man, Nothing Was the Same is a good. Like that's a darn good album. Like
that's a good
really
album.
ate that album. Like that was a good. Like it's his second best album, but it's his second best album because Take Care was so good. But Nothing Was the Same. Nothing Was the Same was a good album. But like I said, out of all those albums he only got 2 certified good albums, in my opinion. Consensus wise, some people only consider 1 album good, was Take Care. That's why I said 1. But to me personally, I feel like he got 2.
Kanye? How many Kanye got?
Look, he got album of the year. Since College Dropout all the way to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he got album of the year. You tell me how many he got. He got College Dropout. He got Graduation. He got
a magazine, right, bro? Just because a magazine right album of the year, that doesn't mean it was actually good. Now stop.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. When writers sit around and name NBA players MVP, we still consider that an MVP. So when publications sit around and say Kanye got 5-6 albums all time in the top 500 albums. Like, who we supposed to listen to then? Like, Rolling Stone dropped their article of 500.
Yeah, Rolling Stone. What is that?
I'm just saying though, who we supposed to listen to then? Like, you keep saying like we can't listen to them, we can't listen to them. Who we supposed to listen to? We gotta have some point of contact where we believe. You said don't believe the Grammys. You said don't believe Rolling Stones. Like, who we go agree to then? Like, we just gonna go off our own feelings?
I mean, that's what I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I do. I don't go off none of that joint.
I feel that. Like, I feel like the industry sleep on. I feel like the industry sleep on Big Sean. Big Sean was my favorite artist on time. And I feel like he slept on. I feel like Big Sean, when he first came out, when he did Volume 2, one of the best mixtapes of all time. I feel like that can go.
Let's do this then.
That's
Top 5 underrated rappers then. Let's do that. You go first, man. Top 5 underrated rappers.
Before I say my top 5 underrated rappers, I'm gonna say this. Rolling Stones are their top 500 albums. Drake had 1 album in there. That should let you know how they feel about Drake. Kanye West had 5. That's it. And when you do just rap albums, he had the 3rd best rap album all time in their opinion. Rolling Stones. That's all I'm gonna say. Top 5.
Album that was?
He had it was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, that's his best album, and then second one's College Dropout.
I like Graduation the most out of all of them. That's the one that made me a Kanye fan, so that's why I got like a personal connection with that one. But I do my top 5 underrated albums. When I said one already, Big Crit, I feel like he underrated, man. Like, Big Crit underrated. Like I said, Big Sean, he one of my favorite artists all the time. I feel like even though he kind of underrated, but he kind of not. I feel like J. Cole underrated, man. I feel like sometimes people say J. Cole as a fuller name. Like, they be like, name your 5. They be like, I got him. And I be like, they be like, let me throw somebody in there. Just throw J. Cole in there. He easy to throw in there. So I feel like he should be getting more respect as a like one of the main artists. Like, I got J. Cole, I got Big Sean, I got Big Crit, I got Wale, and I'm thinking one more person.
Wale for sure.
Man, the artist, he kind of coming though, but he's straight. Toby from Houston, Texas.
Toby.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of
him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you. I'm gonna have to send him to you. Like, he's straight.
I'm lying. He just did something with Crit, right?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. So yeah.
Yeah. He's from Houston. Like, he coming. But yeah, I feel like that was my like I said, I've been like a Big Sean since Finally Famous Volume 2. That's one of my favorite mixtapes of all time. I'm gonna still listen to it now and then. And Wale,
I don't think I can name 5 off top like that, but just some names that come to mind, of course, Crit, Sean, and then I got Luda. In there too.
Yeah,
Luda got busy.
How you feel about Chance?
Chance?
Yeah.
See, I'm not the biggest Chance guy. I think Coloring Book was like the biggest project I was on by Chance. Other than that, I mean, he slides to me, of course, but I don't really I couldn't lie to you like that. Just say I be on.
His style different.
Yeah, but
I was so close to putting Chance in my top 5. All he had to do was drop another classic album, and he was gonna shoot up. But he fumbled, in my opinion. He kind of fumbled with that Big Day. I like the Big Day, but
I was about to say you didn't like the Big Day.
I like it, but I feel like that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting him to give us a classic, and he didn't give it to us, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then too, my thing, I hated how people was really giving him backlash on that album, because I was like, you got to think about the time he in. That's where he at in his life right now. Like, what do y'all expect him to talk about? Like,
he's a married man. He just married. He had a kid. Like, what y'all want to talk about? Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like the album was horrible. It's just like you said, it wasn't what we was expecting. But
yeah, people wanted something like how Wayne gave us Carter 3, or Drake gave us Take Care. Like, they wanted a chance to give us whatever. Like, they wanted that to be his staple album, and like, he didn't give us, especially for a debut album. They was expecting that. But he made like even Drake. Like, when Drake gave us his debut album, it wasn't all. Even Drake said himself, he felt like he didn't give us all he could on Thank Me Later, and that's why he came so hard on Take Care. That's why I always say, like, Drake was rapping for his life on Take Care, because he knew if he would have gave us 2 back-to-back bad ones, we probably would have forgot about Drake. But he was rapping for his life on Take Care, and he delivered. So I feel like that's what Chance did. I feel like Chance could still shake back if he give us something like that on his next album. But like, I feel like that first one just wasn't it. Because Coloring Book was like a mixtape. He even said it himself as a mixtape. Even though he won awards off it, it still was a mixtape. But like I feel like if he come back with another one, he can kind of shake himself back and get back in that mainstream. He gonna stay mainstream because of who he is, but I'm talking about like as far as music wise, mainstream. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do y'all have a favorite do y'all have like a favorite year of hip hop that y'all could think of? Like a year that you just like, man, I love this year of music.
Man, yes.
What year would it be?
2000, 2010, 2011. That's when like a lot of artists had came out. That was around our age or a little bit older. That's like when J. Cole came out, Big Sean came out. That's when Drake was getting hot. Big Crit came out. That's when even Wiz came out. Not Macklemore, but Mac Miller came out. Like that's who?
Big Sean.
Big Sean. Yep, he came out. That was around that time. All of them came out. Fabulous came out with it, even though he a singer. No, he a rapper. I'm sorry. He came out with a mixtape around that time. Like that was a crazy time for me. Like
I don't know what was going on in that time, but bro, for us to get those artists like that, like back to back to back,
that was a crazy. Wale came out around that time. Like that was just a crazy time.
Just got out.
Meek came out. Yeah, Meek came out around that. That was just a crazy time. Like it was like 2000. It was like 2009 all the way to like 2012, 13. Like that little gap era.
Yeah.
Like a lot of artists just thought was coming. Like a lot of new artists were just coming out of nowhere, and I was just like, dang, like J. Cole, like that's how J. Cole came out. Like that was around the time like J. Cole and Big Sean. They kept every depending on the week, it was like, nah, J. Cole my favorite, nah, Big Sean my favorite, nah, J. Cole my favorite. It was like it kept switching. Like it like so many artists.
No, that's the 2013 year with that Control 14 year. Everybody was like, what?
Yeah, that's when Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, I forgot Kendrick Lamar came out too. Like that was just a crazy time.
Yeah,
like,
most of them was all in the same. I think most of them was in the same freshman class.
Yeah, that's when freshman XL was really big. Like
yeah,
I think the last time freshman XL was really legit was when I mean I don't keep up with it like that, so I may not know. But the last one I remember vividly was when Lil Uzi and them came out. Uzi Vert and them came out.
Yeah, that impact on that one was crazy. It was crazy.
Uzi, Yachty, 21, like Denzel Curry. He not really around too much around, but he was on that class. Like that was just a crazy time. A lot of them still are relevant to this day.
Yeah, man. How do y'all feel about like the new? Would we say it's new era, like with the Uzi and the artists like that? Or would y'all say that's the new era? Or are they?
Yeah, I would say so.
Who do y'all have one of them as somebody y'all see that's gonna last a long time? Like the names we mentioned, like the Coles and them.
I got Uzi, man. I ain't gonna count. He one of my favorite artists. No lie.
Uzi Raw, man.
When Uzi came out, when Uzi was coming out like around 2015, 2016, when he came out with some music, I became a Uzi fan.
Mm-hmm.
He started doing that like this. He started doing too much of that devil stuff, and I just wasn't with all that. Like yeah. I was like, let me get away from that. Then he kind of came back around this last year, and now he's kind of making good music again. So I'm a Uzi fan.
And I didn't at first when they started popping off like the Uzis, the Yachties, 21s. I was like, man, what? I was so used to the previous era before they came. I'm like, bro, what is this?
What happened to hip hop?
Yeah, but then a year later, bro, I can't even lie. It's like Uzi alone just when he started dropping them tapes, I was like, all right, dude winning me over, dog. Like this jam. And then as the time go on, you're like, bro, I gotta accept this for what it is. Like this is new. Like I can't be holding up to the same standard like we looking at these other artists. Like, bro, they doing it their own way.
They doing their thing. Yeah. 21 held his own too, though. 21 held his own too. Yeah, he dropped some heat. And I'm not a fan of Lil Yachty, but he holding his own too. I just never been a fan of him, but he doing his thing. So
yeah, he got his own fan base, so that's how I look at it.
Yeah, like Travis Scott, he got his own fan base.
Yep, McDonald's too. McDonald's and Jordan.
Yeah,
have a hell of a life.
Young boy.
Young boy. Now that's probably like the hottest rapper in the game, Young Boy. Cause every time his streams and views on YouTube just millions and millions. So
yeah, Lil Baby up there too, man.
Lil Baby, yep. They were highly the 12. Lil Baby, yep.
I think he gonna be one of them ones like Uzi. I think him and Uzi Young Boy right now the way it's looking, man. Whatever they drop.
They gonna be around for a while, yeah.
But one thing too, with Uzi, like did you see when he dropped the album and then he dropped the deluxe a week
Yeah.
later and it went crazy too. I'm
Yeah.
like, bruh, like how you drop an album, it
Yeah.
go basically platinum, and then you drop the deluxe.
Crazy
And
nigga. Crazy thing is when somebody usually do that, the deluxe will be like 2 or 3 new songs on top of the album. He dropping four for all new songs. It's like
whole
what?
nother album.
Yeah, it's like what? Like what? Like,
And
what?
it go just like the first one. I'm like, bruh, like this is different. Like Uzi had to start putting a little bit more respect on his name, bruh.
Yeah, man. He definitely out there.
I'm
Like,
human.
definitely out there. How you feel about the female game?
Man, that's a good question, bro.
Megan,
I got Rhapsody. I ain't
Rhapsody.
gonna lie. That's my go-to
Oh, yeah.
female
Yeah.
artist.
She go hard.
Rhapsody.
She go
Yeah.
hard. She definitely go hard. Man, I ain't crap. I like Flo Milli, man. I don't know why.
Who that?
Flo Milli?
Flo Milli.
Yeah, man. You gotta listen.
You had to, yeah. I about to say you had to put me on.
I'm
I don't
gonna
think I'm familiar.
she came out with an album about earlier this year.
Okay.
Yeah, she's straight. She's straight. But I like Meg.
Where's she from?
I'm not sure where she's from, honestly.
Well, old girl from. Oh, okay. Yeah, Meg and Rhapsody, they're my top 2. They killing the game. Yep. Killing the game right now.
It's really some dope female artists out here, and
Mulatto, she out. City Girls. Who else out there?
Yeah, Lotto. How Miss Mulatto, she dope. She
Big
nice.
Lotto. Yeah.
and the shorty from
Yeah,
New Orleans you was telling me about, DJ. 3D Nazi or something like that.
Yeah, 3D Not T, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Bars.
underground artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta put you on.
I might listen. I
Got
never heard.
bars, bro.
I never heard. I'm gonna check out.
Bars. Oh my god.
From New Orleans.
Yeah,
She-
whack
she-
another-
She like, she a mixtape queen, like songs, and she just busts on them. She is cold, bro.
I'm gonna check out.
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
whack another good one. That's another good one.
Mm-hmm. I gotta listen to some albums about her. I heard like a few features of her.
Yeah,
And
she's great.
she be getting off.
No Name too. No Name pretty good. I heard about her through Chance the Rapper. But she's pretty good.
I only heard the joint she did with the whole Cole situation.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
That's when I came familiar with her. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
heard of her before that.
Yeah, that was a bad situation.
But she was getting out. So I said I'm gonna have to go check her out. She sounded like she be spitting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a sticky situation. That was-
Yeah. Before you go, bro, tell everybody where they can check out the podcast, where they can
Yeah.
check you out, and also tell us about where they can tune in on the radio station too.
Man, most definitely appreciate it. My first of all, my social media is at Matt Craig all day. MattCraigAllday. Matt Craig at Matt Craig all day. And that's every site. That's Twitter, IG, and even Snap. If you be on Snap, it's the same all across all social media platforms. You can check me out on any of those. I post everything I got on there. Like I said, my podcast, social, cultural, everything like that is I'm gonna let you finish podcast. That's on Twitter and that's on IG. We on all streaming platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, everywhere you can find us. You can listen to us, dog. And the radio show I got is on Fridays on 91.7 KNWD. You can tune in. I do the show on Fridays once a week, 1 to 3. So that's more sports, but you know what I'm saying. Anytime I may have a guest, I can cater to what anybody talking to. Like as you can see, I can talk about anything, man. And if I don't know it, I'm gonna educate myself before I bring you on there and look a fool. So yeah, man. So yeah, that's where you can find me at. And like I said, those are all my social media and my everywhere you can find me. And again, you can tune in to me on any streaming platform as far as podcasts. And I just appreciate y'all too, man, for having me on. Like I said, I've been watching y'all and I really been liking what y'all doing. And I'm gonna make sure I shout y'all out on my next episode on my podcast myself, man.
Appreciate you,
Alright.
bro, man. And we, like we say, we've been enjoying the podcast as well. So, hey, to our listeners and viewers out there, man, if y'all enjoying what we bringing, we know y'all gonna enjoy Matt's podcast as well. So y'all go tap into it with him. And hopefully, man, this ain't the last episode you be on, man. We bring you,
I enjoyed this. Y'all,
bring you back again.
I'm gonna definitely have to come back. I like this.
Cause I definitely, when you and DJ get into it with the going back with y'all picks, man, I'm enjoying it. So I know the people at home gonna enjoy it too. So we definitely gotta get you back on, man.
Most deaf, man.
People hit that subscribe button and like the episode. This is our final episode for season 1.
Yes, sir. We'll be back very soon. Stats and Facts. I'm your boy Warren.
DJ G94.
And we out.